Thank you, Amarjeet. Always a pleasure. Right. As we look around in the world today, I take a little bit of the theory of Ayurveda as well. We see our personal little microcosmos along with our macrocosmos together. And for both of these, the microcosmos and the macrocosmos, we all need strength, resilience, understanding for ourselves, for one another. We need peace within ourselves and also in our cultural groups or societies. But before we get to all these nice properties, we actually need, first and foremost, sustainable means of living and a connect with nature. All this doesn't sound like yoga or what we have spoken about yoga so far, but yoga is a powerful tool to empower us with all these natural capabilities that we actually need. So far, it has been relatively easy to make yoga popular with the asanas. But as we have heard many people say, it is the further steps of yoga, the more subtle part of yoga. And to achieve those, that subtle form of yoga will be much, much harder. It will require from each one of us and our society, or even the political entities such as nations as a whole, will require from us restraint, self-discipline, self-reflection, consideration of interpersonal situations in their totality. And all this with an eye to what can be their long-term effects. Even as I say these words, I kind of feel the heaviness of the task. It is not easy, but nevertheless, it has to be done. I wish that we as people knowledgeable in yoga, Ayurveda, and associated sciences will be able to support each other and be active in increasing awareness of not just the physical aspect of yoga, which are the asanas, but also the empowerment that it gives us to cope with the tensions and the conflicts that we see all around us in big and small groups. So we have heard about yoga, the physical, the asana aspect of yoga, as well as the softer, the more subtle parts of yoga. And we have all agreed that the more subtle aspects of yoga are what we need to promote. And I wish with our gathering here, we have all spoken our two words on that. I hope that we will be able to support each other in achieving just that. So with happiness and positivity, thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri ji. Thank you so much for staying up so late and making this happen from India, and waiting your return back to Germany, and hope you have a successful visit in India. Thank you for being so supporting all the time. So Dr. Polishetty, you are nearly there. I want to invite Dr. Rajiv Gupta. Is here with us, Dr. Rajiv Gupta?
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Rajiv Gupta is one of those rare doctors in the United Kingdom who obviously is a doctor from an allopathic standpoint, but he's also an Ayurvedic or integrated medicine practitioner. So he has best of both worlds. He understands both worlds, and that's where we need to be going. And I'm hoping that by late October, November this year, is to put together, because during those days we have Dhantriyas, which are those 5 days of spiritual festivals in India, and one of those days is donated to Ayurveda Day. So the idea really is to create a sort of almost like a summit on Ayurveda, because there's too much dithering going on, with our establishments. They say, yes, prevention is better than cure, but if that is the case, then let's do it, and just do it. Put your cards on the table. It's just something that I think really need to sort of tackle this head on. So the idea is, get a wonderful doctors like Dr. Rajiv Gupta and his colleagues and specifically have this conference, for not Ayurvedic practitioners so much, but more of a policy and research, for Ayurveda in the NHS. And any thoughts that you want to share with me on that are most welcome. Any people that you have on your database, who could be of use to us, and that would be very good. So that's happening in October, November, sort of a summit on Ayurveda. So Dr. Rajiv is based up in north of England and is protector of Ayurveda, and at the same time trying to take this to every possible corner in the NHS and in the world. So Dr. Gupta, we're very delighted that you could join us here this evening. So please, can you share your wisdom for the next 3 minutes, please? Thank you.